Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Absolute DMV Podcast. It's your man, Ace Boogie, and I'm here with a few good guys. I'm here with my man, Mark.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
And Ego on the boards.
I'm on the board. Ooh, that's a little shaky, but
Damn,
it's
we
all
did
right.
like the
You know, I'm trying to
James
I'm
Earl
getting
Jones voice over here.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
a
it.
little margarine over there, but it's okay.
Margin.
It's okay.
I'm okay with that.
It's all right. We let it rock. I wasn't all the way best, my best self
I know.
last pod either, so we good to go.
Tastes
What's
like butter.
going on, gentlemen? Ego, what you got going on, brother? How you?
It's straight, so it's getting hot outside. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's getting humid, and I like it. Actually, I'm, losing weight, doing out there in the sauna suit workouts. And, this is the time, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to look good naked.
Wow.
Pause.
Nah.
But, hey, that's my goal. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to look that, like, you know what I'm saying? I had that little belly. I'm trying to finally get rid of that.
As a person who felt like a former fitness influencer type, I understand. I mean, I feel like that's the major thing. It's like if you can get naked in the mirror and look good or feel like you look good,
That's
you look good. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like,
well, motherfuckers
good
would be
feeling.
like, I'm telling you, you
Yeah.
used to walk down the street, and motherfuckers like, damn,
Yeah.
nigga, what are you doing?
that's exactly.
That's what I want.
Exactly.
I'm trying to get back to that.
Exactly. Give me. I ain't gonna do it this summer. It's not happening this summer.
He gave
Maybe
up. He gave
next
up.
year.
You're prepping for it. This
Yeah,
summer.
I'm
laying the groundwork.
You know what I'm saying? This summer
At least
is
it's gonna
gonna
look
be
good.
a good start.
I'm trying to look good, at least in my
You know.
polos. You know what I mean?
You
That's
know,
true,
I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I'll be all right. I got a decent mouthpiece on him, so I'm cool. Pause if that's in any way
That
necessary.
is pause like a motherfucker. Actually, I think you know what? I think Ace, you have a rapper body.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, like
I
you
do.
you floss, you're like, hey, look
Yeah,
at me.
I'm
You're like, look at me.
I feel like I dress nice and I speak nice, so you know what I'm saying. And I don't think I'm ugly, so hey, that confidence right there goes a long way. So
I mean, how you feel about the summer, Mark?
I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not a big fan of the humidity as much as you may be per se.
I'm African.
Yeah.
It's embedded. Like I said, if you go to my parents' house,
Yeah.
yo, it's like 80 degrees.
it's crazy right
80
now. Right
degrees,
now.
and that's
Oof.
and the windows open. I'm like, damn.
And then that joint eating soup.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah.
hot soup, foo-foo,
Yeah.
all that with their hands. And
I tell you, when we went down,
you should, you know.
Hey, nah, I know that's why it's so funny because I know.
Growing up, like I tell you, that's just nothing.
I know, bro. It's crazy.
This is considered. This basement is considered cold. Like.
oh yeah, well right now it's very cold.
Yeah.
But when I went to Brazil
I
last
know.
year, I mean that was rough because in Brazil air conditionings are not a thing like the way we have it. I mean like you'll maybe find like a couple window unit air conditioners, but like central air is not a prevalent thing over there, and it'd
Like
be
for office
hot.
buildings.
Yeah, real hot. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. Ready for the pool, man. I'm just ready to be out there.
I can't be in the pool. I get too dark, man. It end up being
Bruh.
purple. Now I'm straight up raisin.
Hey,
Yeah, I've been called so many things trying to hang out. Not anymore, man.
No?
now you know what it was.
I need an umbrella.
I was gonna say just bring an umbrella, a portable umbrella.
Now you know what it was for me.
Throw it up on
For real. I never minded getting black in the summer. I never minded it until one day. Because when you out to something, like I don't know, for me, like I grew up in an era where we just didn't take pictures. Like if you took pictures, like it was like for like a family gathering or something like that.
Sure.
Hanging out with your friends, you didn't take pictures. So one summer, I don't know how long ago it was, but one summer, I get dark as hell. And I go out with a couple friends and we take a group picture.
Oh my goodness,
Bro,
I know what you're talking.
Bro,
I know what you're talking.
it was a floating hat and some teeth. That's all you saw in the picture.
That's when you learn. That's how I learned too. Same thing.
Yo,
No, yo, they like you sit there cheesing and you just see eyes
it's
And
crazy.
teeth.
Yo, bruh.
and a nice shirt.
From that moment on, I was so focused on my lighting. Like now I'm like, if I go anywhere, I'm like, yo, make sure you get me right underneath this light because you ain't gonna see me if I show up. You know what I'm saying?
A little behind the scenes thing. We just spent like 20 minutes working on lighting
Facts.
before
I
this.
told I'm
Exactly.
Him too, because we're doing the remodeling the studio a bit. We got this white acoustic panel behind me, so I got the opposite problem.
Yeah,
I'm blending in camouflage behind this white thing here.
So yeah, man. Well,
So as you can tell for this video, Ace is looking might bright today.
yeah, I might be a little bright. I mean, I got a bright shirt on,
Super
so it
bright.
doesn't. It's probably not helping the situation.
He's traumatized. That's what it is.
It is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, man, gentlemen, what we got going on for today? What's happening around the DMV, around the world? Really, what's going on?
Well, I mean, it affects the world, but
Definitely.
I think it originated in the DMV. Have you all seen the fallout between the narcissist man babies,
Two narcissists.
Musk and Trump?
Happy Pride Month. This is what happens when two men break up.
Yo,
We're seeing some mad drama with these two for real.
yeah,
It's crazy.
It's crazy because they're all the full, Republicans were all about Elon. Like support, like he's number 2. Like they even talked about the vice president. They talked about Elon and Trump.
Yeah.
And now they're sending memes for him to get deported.
I mean, Elon was all about the president.
Yeah.
It was all about the Republicans until.
I mean like the honeymoon phase is done.
Well, I think
it's a full divorce now.
I know.
And it's messy.
I think the crazy thing about it is, I mean, we all knew it was going to happen. They're two narcissists. They're both like rich and white, and they got money and power, and they've been used to that their whole life. And neither one of them is going to want to take orders from the other. So it was kind of like, I think Musk paid so much thinking that he would have enough leeway, like on the low, like he would be able to kind of own the presidency a bit. And then Trump, I think, was planning this from the beginning, which is why he never gave him an official cabinet position. He kept him on that unofficial, like temporary government
probational period of 3 months, like typical, like, yo, do what you gotta do, but guess what?
Yeah.
He's still a contractor.
Yeah. Well, basically, like, you're gonna rack up all the hate with everything that you're doing with Doge.
Like Ace said, he was a face.
Yeah.
He was a face.
Yeah,
now
he was a face, and that's the whole thing. Once again, I always say this in this situation. I always say this, but I've said this enough times in this situation that Trump runs the country like a corporation, and I don't think you can do that. So when you have now two businessmen,
like this is two alphas did not coexist.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why you don't have two CEOs of a company. Like, it just doesn't happen. You can't have two people making the executive decisions. And at this point, Musk figured, like you said, he probably paid enough money that he should have more leeway.
Which is wild that he thought he could buy the presidency.
But Trump runs it like a business.
It's true,
so, you know what I'm saying? When you got two businessmen dealing with each other, that's what they going to figure.
Mm-hmm.
And in that situation, we end up in, this situation.
This situation, and it's bad. Like, it's out there. Like,
what are some things that were said, though?
Well,
what was some things that were said? Because I know that Musk went on a Twitter rant.
Yeah. I mean, there was a whole bunch of Twitter fingers going back and forth kind of all day. And Trump, mix of Twitter stuff, mix of like his platform is, Truth Social, whatever.
Yeah.
And then some stuff that he was saying to live interviewers. But like Musk was just shooting shots. I mean, I think some of the more prevalent ones were saying that Musk said that Trump will never release the Epstein files because Trump is implicated in it. Like, he's all over it. Which, again, he's got all these pictures with Epstein. He's been to a lot of parties. So it's like not a stretch to believe that he's there when the crimes happened either, you know.
I have a thought. I think Elon, just like Batman, found some things that he's like, all right, keep fucking around with me.
Yeah.
Like I said, I got your kryptonite. I got you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he got the thing about that is if you have that type of evidence or you have that type of knowledge on somebody, knowing what the implications could mean for not just your business but your career at this point. Yeah, it's just, I mean, your livelihood, everything, your life.
I mean, you're taking a risk because again, he can send some people. I mean, and think about, I don't think actually even
you can, but at the same time, you're
also putting himself in.
Now you're putting yourself in risk because, I mean, not saying that South Africa has the biggest army and you don't want to go to war with South Africa, but when you put yourself in that situation, you know what I'm saying? It's too much.
It's messy.
And at the same time, a billionaire trying to take possibly,
allegedly,
not even allegedly, because it's not even happening.
We're
purely speculating here.
Yeah, please.
Just having fun. Just having fun. We're purely speculating here.
Okay, we don't have enough followers.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just letting y'all know.
purely speculating.
We're just having fun here.
So if one billionaire tried to take out another billionaire, I don't know how well it'll go because, I mean, one is the president right now, but one
has a lot
more money. So you know what I'm saying? It's like,
but you know,
like trying to take out Tony Stark or something.
I think at the end of the day, I don't know. I think that this was I think partially planned on Trump's end. Like he set himself up with many fail safes to like get rid of Elon quickly. And I think that was kind of the plan with the whole Doge thing. But then, yeah, the question is like, what did Elon learn when he was up close with Trump for the last year, you know? All those dinners, all those hangouts and stuff. He must have overheard stuff. He must have seen stuff. You know, he had access. The other weird thing is like Doge was going in to places and like getting like the whole software, like the whole very classified documents and locking the IT department out. And they were kind of doing their own thing and pulling stuff. So we don't really know what he got from there. A lot of it was like US. He had access to everyone's social security numbers. He had access to all this other stuff, but he had probably had access to a lot of other stuff, government officials, a lot of private knowledge and things like that. Yeah. So like, I don't know. He
has to have something to actually speak out. Like, you know,
he could be gathering his own insurance policy with this.
Yeah. Like if something happens to me, guys, it would point at this guy and da da da. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why
we don't know. We don't know.
We're not at that tax bracket.
The one thing that I found strange is the claim that Trump wouldn't have won the presidency without Musk.
I think so.
That is, I'm just saying.
There's a strong.
I find it.
That Elon was.
I'm just saying. I'm not alluding to anything.
We're going back to conspiracy theory.
I'm just saying. I think it's a very strange claim because without being, I guess, direct, it leaves you open to a lot of speculation. So however your brain wants to take it is however far you can go with it. So what does he mean by, what do you guys think he means by he would not have won the presidency without me or without Musk or whatever?
Well, I think Trump says something along the same lines in the reverse. He was like, I would have won without Musk as well, you know?
Of course Trump is going to say that, but why would Musk out of all the things that Musk, we're speculating that he could be getting information to prove
that
it could be. I wonder. I always say you have to think about why people do certain things. You don't always got to think about what they're doing. Yeah. You got to think about why they're doing it. So it's like,
I feel it did. I think he had, because I mean the way that he was in the Oval Office and the way it was kind of like, yo, don't side check. You know, don't put me to the side. You know, if it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
And literally, I mean.
Well, he said that Trump was ungrateful, you know, which was like, you know, the lack of gratitude. Like he felt he was owed, like being essentially like the sidekick president because he paid so much, you know.
He paid a lot. Like he literally and then also being on that trail. Like it wasn't only Donald Trump going out there, you know, he was actually going out to other states and pretty much bidding for Donald Trump.
But at the same time, like in Georgia, or I think it was Georgia, or no, it was I forget one of the states, but there was a runoff election for a state Supreme Court race, and he put in like $250 million or some astronomical amount. Elon, and the candidate he was backing didn't win. So like his money didn't buy it. It might have just been fallout for him. Like backlash of him buying the presidency almost, or helping to buy that.
Overall, it did help out. I think. Overall.
I'm sure it helped the candidate, but the candidate still didn't win.
Wasn't he? I mean, wasn't he in the inauguration?
What was that one?
If somebody had no backing, he was literally.
No, I'm sure it helped him.
What was that one governor or one dude, Bloomberg or something like that?
Bloomberg
hopped in the race. York? Yeah, he hopped in the race for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, he was like building
spent like $50 million, and
he was like,
it was like, all right, I'm cool.
Like he couldn't touch Elon Musk on that.
Yeah.
So that's why he was like, I'm bleeding money. He was literally I'm bleeding money for no apparent reason. I'm gonna lose. So he backed out.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but the crazy thing right now is we're literally living in an oligarchy where very successful businessmen can buy their way into prominent political roles. I mean that's literally what Elon did, and then he got cast aside. You know,
he's like, I don't need you no more.
Yeah, so it's
it's kind of like, damn. And, you know,
It's a friendship breakup.
it's
And
friendship.
it's a divorce, and we're all the kids watching,
Yeah.
saying, "Who's gonna pay for what now?"
Look, the side piece got. You know, I gotta go to my main joint, and he's like, "Nah, you ain't gonna do to me like this."
Gotta get back to business. That's really what it come down to. Tesla stock been taking a hit. He had to separate.
But
And
now
it went
Trump
back
is
up.
saying that he's going to cancel all the contracts, the government contracts with Tesla, and then Musk is saying, "Well, then you know what? I'm gonna not make any more SpaceX rockets for the government." And then Trump is like, "You know what? Maybe I'll sell my personal Tesla." So it's like as petty as it can be. Like this one Tesla sale of
Bruh.
like $20,000 is gonna, because the retail market on those things is like nothing now, is gonna change your mind. You know?
Man, I know my homegirl was putting me on to some. I can't even say she was putting me on to something, but she was telling me something about how you can go to like Budget and buy a Tesla for like 20 grand or something like
it's
that.
dirt cheap.
Like,
You-
it's nothing now. You
Yeah.
just get one.
I'm not getting one.
I would.
The reason why I'm not getting one, I can't charge it. I don't know what it'll just sit in my driveway, or
Yeah.
I have to keep going to Giant, and then
You know how much
and sit there
research
for-
they
They got,
have to do?
they got special special parking lot. What's it called?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I got.
So you got,
I could do that too, but everybody named Mama got their shit over there too.
bro. It's crazy. Mamas is
Yeah.
paid. Mamas is
Yeah,
paid, bro.
It's weird. It's weird.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Maybe Bama's aren't paid. Maybe they get into Teslas for 20, 30 grand.
Yeah.
But,
Teslas, especially the Model 3s, the cheap ones, you
Yeah.
can pick those up for low 20s easy.
so, hey, man.
But
Once again, financial advice. Do not take
From
financial advice from Absolute DMV.
yeah, honestly, Tesla's not a good investment. If you get it low, I mean, I think depending on how this fallout could go, the stock market the stocks could continue to go.
I mean, it
down
went
for
up
Tesla.
after he left, and then it might went back down. I don't know.
We'll see what he does next, though.
Because I think again, I know definitely when he had that key, it went up. Like the stock went up when he left the Oval Office.
Let's see if he
I
gets
mean,
it
maybe
in
that's
order.
what this is about.
Maybe.
Running up the stock, running up the price
Let me
of
keep talking
Tesla.
trash, yeah.
Just to keep talking trash
Yeah.
back and forth, and then when it happens, cool. All right, get
All
right
right.
back to business.
Could be.
But
Shoot, but yeah. So I don't know. You actually had a hypothetical as
Yeah.
well, Mark.
So I was thinking, as we're seeing these two, I mean, essentially narcissist, almost caricatures of, bad businessmen sort of have this mental sort of breakdown and, fight with each other. They're both in such powerful positions of power that are, taking over not just only our country, but dictating how the world, geopolitical stuff happens. Is there a fictional character that could do a worse or better job? I feel like there's a lot that could do, like evil villains, like an evil.
Two evil villains.
Yeah, I'm just thinking like, what's like as a president, like we've got such a wild scenario right now where we have this
like-
real estate
I was about to say,
mogul,
Lex-
racist.
I feel like
Lex
exactly
Luthor
Lex
versus
Luthor.
Doctor Doom, or
No,
yeah,
it's Dr. Doom, but I feel like somebody in the I guess the business realm, but it was straight evil.
it'd be
is
Lex Luthor. Yeah,
Lex is the perfect.
I think Lex
Perfect.
Lex is organized.
Yeah, he was organized. He knew y'all couldn't. Y'all couldn't
hey,
stop him.
Lex might make a good president.
Yeah,
He
it actually was a couple. There's a couple multiverses. He was the president.
Oh wow.
I'll just say anyone who can be so far ahead, like mentally with like getting steps ahead to have the one weakness for like the one superhero who has no weaknesses. Like if you can get the kryptonite for the Superman, like that's some really good sequencing. Yeah, Lex Luthor was the only one who defeated Superman, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
I mean, technically, a lot of people whoop Superman.
Yeah,
but-
yeah.
Superman still came back.
Everybody- it was
That's why
kind
I
of like
never understood. Yeah,
it was kind of. It's like it was like out there. Everybody knew kryptonite was his weakness.
Yo, like,
But Lex was the one who found it first.
Yeah, like
I
the
mean,
two
Batman had it too.
the two superheroes I hate the
I guess
most.
So, yeah.
Yeah, the Batman had it too.
But how did
Yeah.
Batman hear about it?
Batman
Lex
knew.
Luthor.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah, Lex was the one who put it together.
Like, no, I mean, the two superheroes I hate the most are Batman and Superman because they're just the two superheroes I don't understand the most.
Well, Superman is kind of like they made
He's an
him
alien.
too perfect. There's no weaknesses, so they had to come up. They had to manufacture a weakness.
Yeah,
Because it's no fun to watch him beat everyone up all the time. There's
but
no
the
sense-
craziest part about it is no other supervillain decides to go get kryptonite. Only two regular dudes, for some strange reason, can find kryptonite
Well, you know,
in the
so
universe.
Everyone else
No,
has an ego.
you know-
They think they can do without it.
Also, but the two dudes were the richest people in the world. Do you understand that?
I
So,
get it.
like,
Bruce Wayne is a billionaire too.
exactly. So like the people, like they were able to figure out how to get it. It's not like another villain had the money to go and find pretty much kryptonite. It was.
But
the,
I would
it was the
assume you
two
don't-
people.
But I would assume you don't need money to find kryptonite if you have like powers and other things of that nature. Like,
I mean,
Well,
If I could
planet,
fly-
his planet
if-
got blowed up, right?
I was about to say,
it's
if I
probably
could
not
fly
that
out,
much.
if I could fly out in outer space myself,
you could go out there.
like
I mean, yeah, you didn't have the money to. I mean, there's.
I don't need the money to fly out in outer space.
You're
That's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
a villain has the power to.
Yeah,
go out
it's
there.
other real supervillains. Like the two people who can get kryptonite don't have powers.
I guess-
They just have
mean,
money.
Yeah, I mean, I
Money,
guess-
money buys everything.
I mean,
even the
like the
presidency.
people who like what Doctor Doom was that Doom who beat Superman? He didn't need kryptonite.
because has real powers.
That's what I was trying to say. But
Yeah.
I'm talking about
That's
villains.
true,
I'm talking about
yeah.
villains.
But that's what I'm saying. But to think that one person is unbeatable apparently, and one person is a regular dude just with some money and intelligence,
yeah,
and the regular dude with money and intelligence could beat the dude that's unbeatable.
yeah.
Like they made a whole movie about it. Like what are you talking about? Like come on now. They made a couple movies,
Yeah,
and a couple
I mean,
comics.
it's,
like
it's
yeah.
yeah. But
Like-
I guess okay. Well, who's the other villain? If I can't think of another. Villain.
Thanos. Thanos would make it real easy. He just snapped
Snap.
the other political party away.
Just snap half of
Literally.
his body away
Yeah.
to ash.
You know, just you disagree with me, Democrats? Out of here, buddy. Disagree with me, Republicans?
But he had some thought process.
Out here,
He-
buddy.
The reason why he did it is because of the overpopulation of what? Like he thought something. It's not like he just didn't like Democrats. Do you say like
Yeah, because he was targeting indiscriminately half the population. It
of
wasn't-
everybody?
Yeah,
It didn't matter
wasn't-
what it was
yeah.
race or whatever. That's what I'm trying to say.
Because that was his
Nobody-
whole thing. Was he felt
Well,
Something
technically,
like-
if he liked you, because Gamora, he felt like
Oh.
he liked Gamora.
yeah,
so
he like it. He
he just
adopted her.
completely
Yeah.
took her away and didn't have her, played with a
Involved.
knife as
Yeah, he, like,
got
adopted
everybody
her,
else
yeah.
slaughtered. So you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
so
I guess it's like I said. Whoever, I guess, if you have the power to do it, you'll do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't
That's
care
why you got all the Republican senators, just kissing Trump's ass all the time.
because
they're
yeah.
they're trying to get the knife hand out and not the ash click snap.
that's crazy now. That's crazy.
Like I said, it's kind of one of those deep thoughts, geek thoughts, deep
Geek thoughts, nerd thoughts.
deep geek thoughts.
But I think what would be wild though, on a different front, if we weren't doing villains, but if we were going to go on like the narcissist angle or like just kind of like the someone who's like socially.
Matter of fact, no, I'm sorry. I got a question now.
All
Let's,
right.
let's get on this. Let's ask you guys a personal question.
All right.
Have y'all ever had a situation where you fell out with a friend and things got messy?
Like a breakup,
Yeah, I mean,
like a bad breakup.
No, I mean, but with another dude.
Yeah, I know.
Like your friend, yeah.
No, just saying, it's the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah,
Shit,
Man, I'm trying to think.
like got messy, like almost fighting and almost.
I mean, however, I mean, if
And it
just
got-
y'all
it got-
started talking.
it got public and everybody found out about it.
Excuse me. Wow, that's crazy.
Yes. My
Hey.
like a best friend I had who was like my ride or die, and of course always a woman's involved, and it, like misconstrued his brain to actually think that I was against him, even though I was for him, and it was a bad like breakup. Like, and the thing about it is like he wanted to fight me. He never fight.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, and then you look at him like, you get your ass whooped, right? And he's like, you're right, but I'm gonna find a way. Like find a way. Like I will find a way to, even if I have a gun.
He hates you.
Yeah,
That dude
Damn.
hates you.
no, but then we're boys now. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? But it was at that time. Do you understand? At that time,
Yeah.
it was the craziest thing because you went to high school, you grew up or whatever,
Yeah.
over a girl that you cheated on, that you did wrong, and she decided to be friends, still friends with me. You decided I was the enemy.
Oh.
Do you understand? Like,
all right. Well,
see?
okay.
I met-
Okay.
you met- I was-
Okay.
no,
Okay.
this is
Nah,
what
I
it
might
was.
be feeling your man here, bro.
no,
Might be feeling your
I
man.
was friends with her before him.
Oh, okay.
Do you understand? Like,
All right,
I
all
was
right,
friends
all right.
with her. Like, I the one that introduced them together. We were boys.
It's bros over. Something like
See, and that's the thing about it. It's crazy. You're like, really? So now I'm not friends with her no more because y'all broke up and you did wrong.
See, now I thought it was on the situation of like, all right, they, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're
that's your
all crew.
That's your
Yeah.
homeboy. He started dating a chick.
You met the girl.
Yeah, you met the
No.
chick. Y'all somehow got close
Nope.
while they were dating and everything
I
like
would,
that.
But then I will understand.
And then I'd be
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Then I
you
will
might-
understand.
you
I'm like,
ain't
all right,
supposed to
you
be
know what?
kicking it with
Hey,
her.
bros and hoes. You know what I'm saying? But I literally was way friends, hung out with her,
Yeah.
and whatever.
Okay.
You-
And
you were
then
friends before, yeah.
And then,
Yeah, you were friends with her before, so he thought it was supposed to be bros over, but
Yeah,
you
he
was
was
like,
like-
she's more of the bro than you're technically the.
Yeah.
So I
I'm
get
the
you.
whole, you trying to say I'm the whole man?
Not saying he was. No, I'm saying he was.
Yeah.
You would have been if you was
Yeah.
if he was the bro first, but she was the bro
Stories.
first, so it's cool.
Stories from Gaithersburg High.
Wow. What about you, Mark? You got it yet?
Man, no, I haven't really had any.
Yo, Mark, I'm
But,
sick,
you know,
I'm
I
sick of
think-
your fucking healthy ass life, yo.
Yo,
Yo.
Mark has
This guy
there's
got
like nothing. There's
Yo,
no way
now
living in Bethesda.
No, there
You know
is-
what?
there is
Nah, you know
one,
what, Mark?
but-
You know what Mark kind of reminds me of, bro? Mark kind of reminds me of like every white sitcom I've ever watched in my life, bro.
Oh yeah.
Like they never have problems, like real problems. It's always like Kramer had the problem in Seinfeld where like the neon light stayed on for too long or stayed on for
yeah.
24 hours and that shit
Or
bugged
like
him
the
out.
sofa he didn't like, so he built his place in platforms or some stupid.
Or like George just couldn't get right with the ladies because he was short and bald or something.
But then
like
he'll
that.
find one and fuck it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
And like,
but it's like that's how I feel like Mark's problems are. Like Mark's problems are just so like chill. Like
it's like he has like a spark, and you're like, no, bro.
even in the Fresh Prince, like Will got shot when him and Carlton almost got robbed.
Yeah.
Like
And it was like,
they had a real,
give it a gun. You
yeah,
remember?
they had a yeah.
It was like, and it was like
True.
so wholesome. And Carlton was like trying to be Doug, but he was like,
Oh,
kind of was like,
I'm so sick, yo. And the worst part about it is, don't get it twisted. I grew up suburban too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in Silver Spring, but at the same time, like,
well, you had your friend, you had different friends. Though.
I did have different.
Yeah.
My shit was
You
different.
can't, you can't compare that. Okay, this people suburbia
I
like
still-
literally.
I still suburban. Look, somebody from DC or somebody from Baltimore will look at me and be like, "Man,
Yeah,
I'm food," because that's how they would feel because where they grew up
Yeah.
in comparison to where I grew up.
But
So,
This is different than Silver Spring. Silver Spring's different than DC. It's just.
yeah, nah, it is what it is.
Germantown, even Germantown has shootouts.
I feel
Okay?
you.
And you think again? I thought like I'm safe out here. This is Germantown.
I feel you.
So I had a story. It was at a go-go.
Oh shit.
See, they had a go-go in Germantown, and you thinking you have Germantown is Seneca Valley.
Yeah.
I'm just breaking down all these little
Quince Orchard,
Quince
West Deer
Orchard.
Park.
Walker's Mill.
Well, yeah.
All that, right? Everybody went to that go-go. Imagine all those high schools, Quince Orchard, Gaithersburg, Germantown, Walker's Mill,
Northwest.
no, they didn't have Northwest back then.
No?
No, I'm showing my age. No.
Damn.
You was before Northwest, bro.
Damn.
Yeah, they didn't have
Damn.
it was Germantown. It was Quince Orchard.
They're about to remodel that joint soon.
Yeah, it was Quince Orchard and Seneca Valley. That's it. That's the only place. And then, like I said, then you have Gaithersburg. So we all go to this go-go. And of course, back then when go-go was like the thing that
Yeah.
we were
Yeah,
kids.
yeah.
And of course, there's some DC motherfuckers come up that joint.
It's a go-go.
Yep. And so that being said, DC heads versus suburban heads.
Oh, boy.
yeah.
A fight breaks out.
Of course.
Yep.
And guess who has a Uzi?
Oh,
Oh wow. They brought a Uzi to Mo.County? That's wild. What's the
All
problem?
you see is when he brought the Uzi out, I was like, why? This is Germantown. Why? This is not a gang related. I was literally like, I ain't coming to Germantown no more. Because if you bring
And he's from Gaithersburg. That's
right down the street,
not even 10 minutes.
don't matter. Yo, because that's how crazy it was. Like you thought you were safe.
I am crying.
Gaithersburg, and Gaithersburg wasn't bad, wasn't good either. You had the Latino, we had so many
Nah,
black versus fucking, it's, and everybody think, oh, you in the serve.
Hey, you know what's funny? You want to know
Yeah.
what's funny though?
See?
Because Kennedy was more like a.
You're closer to the city.
See, Kennedy was like I ain't gonna lie to you. Kennedy was like a jail.
See,
Mm.
and probably people from Kennedy came out to Germantown too.
Yeah.
That's what probably came. What happened?
Yeah, don't play-
Everybody from
yeah.
Kennedy, Rockville High.
Hey man, it was cool.
Richard Montgomery.
Richard Montgomery
Yes,
was a hood.
yes. Don't-
Really?
Yes,
There's
Yes.
some moments there. Yeah.
yes. Richard Montgomery does have its spots
Well, I mean, it's right across the street
from Lincoln Park. Yeah.
I forgot.
So Richard Montgomery has his spots, but yeah. We get
You know what? I'm thinking of Wooten.
No, not Wooten. Not Wooten. Not Wooten. Not Whitman. Not Churchill.
Yeah, exactly.
Not Walter Johnson. No.
wow.
Yeah, exactly. You see
Wow.
that difference? Because I'm thinking
None of
You know
those
what's
joints.
funny?
Those are all the Potomac.
I'm about to
Like,
say, you want to know what's funny? We were the only hood school named after a president.
oh, that's true. That's true.
All the other schools out here named after presidents are like, man, just chill.
My high school didn't even get a name. We just said
BC
Bethesda
yeah.
Chevy Chase.
Yeah, I
we
just
just
said
said where
BBC.
we are, where we are.
I remember
Hey,
somebody
that's
told me
funny.
BBC. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, that's,
Yeah, it's a whack.
but no,
I
Kennedy
wish it was a real
But
name.
Kennedy was really like
BBC,
Kennedy
right.
was like a jail though,
That's
because
porn.
Kennedy was like a jail though. Yeah,
Look at the two B's.
we had the what's it called? The blacks stayed together, the whites stayed together, the Hispanics stayed together, the Asians stayed together. The only time we like really combined was playing sports.
Yeah.
Like other than that though, like for whatever reason,
Sherwood? No.
Sherwood is what? Where's that? That
Sherwood.
is,
You know what? Sherwood had its spots
Yeah, I
every
think
now and
Sherwood-
then
That's
too.
Gaithersburg, right?
Nah,
That's only.
Only, okay.
Yeah, it's only.
Sherwood, yeah.
It shouldn't have been, but for whatever reason,
Because it had
Sherwood
Georgia
had a
Avenue,
couple spots.
like Bel Air, like Georgia Avenue, right there, like that.
Nah, it just
They had that. Didn't they have that? Like
nah. You
Mixed.
thinking that? You think Magruder because of that?
no, Magruder,
Oh, yeah.
Magruder's way down. Albany has. If you go to,
Nah, I know. I know what
you
you're
know what I'm talking about.
I know
Bel Air Road,
Bel Air Road, Belpre.
Belpre. Yeah, you're right. No, I'm
still thinking about Will Smith.
No,
Fresh
yeah,
Prince.
no, there is a Bel Air somewhere. I'm thinking what
Yeah,
Belpre Road.
yeah.
Belpre Road was. I thought they went to Sherwood. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Nah. I know they went. I know a couple of them went to Magruder
Yeah, Magruder
over there on that Norbeck
I used to
side.
go to Magruder.
But yeah, well,
Yeah.
If thanks for the tour of listen to our tour of the DMV and how things
Hope y'all
were.
learned something about high schools out here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of
DMV, no, Montgomery County.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Montgomery
Montgomery
County.
County.
Montgomery County got some hoods.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
telling you, we got some
hey,
hoods, but we also
nobody else will call it hood, but I don't recommend you coming in here and telling us that it's not a hood.
Yeah.
So it might not go well for you.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. Hey, try it if you like.
Hey, like, comment, subscribe, yo. I'm telling you, y'all killing.
Hey,
y'all killing.
comment. Tell us how much PG and DC would smack us around. Go ahead, let us know.
Oh yeah, fuck.
You know how they get down.
Damn.
You know how they get down.
What do you think about Howard County though? See,
See, but don't get it twisted. Once again,
got-
don't get it
they
twisted.
got some hoods.
Howard County will have its little spots here and there.
But be ready, because Baltimore's on a whole nother level.
Oh.
than
No,
DC.
but that's the thing because
You can't
because
say
you
that.
get the exports from Baltimore into
But it's-
Howard County,
That's true.
and the same way how you get some of the DC exports in Montgomery County, and all that stuff starts to commingle, and when
that's why
it
it's still a battle.
when it
That's DMV.
commingles,
But Baltimore County itself is crazy because you got the city itself
Yeah.
and
You
the
got the
inner city
county,
hubs,
yeah.
and then you got the county, the outside parts, which is almost like old school country sort of vibe.
Like the hickey.
Yeah, it's very different.
hey, once again, comment. Let us know how much you smack Mo.County around. We know.
I know. We lived it.
We know.
We lived it.
I ain't living. Ain't nobody smacked me around. I don't give a fuck.
I didn't get smacked around, but I told you.
See, the
I was
thing
in
about
events. I was in events that I know. I was like, why'd
yeah.
y'all come out here fucking my shit up?
See, I floated. I
That's
I
what
lived
I'm
in
saying.
PG for a little bit. I lived in Howard County for a little bit, and I lived in Montgomery County for the majority of my life. So I know how each county get down. I know where it's at in each county,
Okay.
and
Okay. So
I ain't worried about none of them either. So
because you, like I said, this is the reason why, like the difference between you and Mark, you hung around people that can do that. Mark didn't have those people.
it's still crazy though, man. I would think white people still have some problems. Like,
Not out here.
oh,
No,
Every county is different. It's
but
different. It's
it's like Dave Chappelle said. I know what you drink. Grape juice. We don't know what white people problems. We don't know what white people eat. What's
dude,
in their
the
fridge.
white people out here in the Bethesda Potomac area, like that type of Mo County right there, no problems.
Yeah. I
First
could believe
world,
it.
not even first world, like 1% problems.
I could believe it because y'all I've never seen anything happen out here. So
Except for that Lululemon thing.
Yeah, that was the biggest, one of the biggest dramas.
That was that and a couple other random
a couple of
occurrences.
random stuff like somebody trying to rob one of the
Smoothie King, but that was a high schooler too.
Yeah, see?
From Whitman or Walter Johnson, one of them.
some stupid shit
Some
like
rich
somebody
white
went
kid
to
in high school.
CVS
Yeah.
trying to like get some
Son
cigarettes or something.
Son went without his meds for 2 days. No,
Basically.
out, bro.
Forgot his Ritalin and went to go rob a Smoothie King, something like that.
Anywho,
Hey man, like, comment, subscribe. Absolute DMV. Thanks for watching.
thank
We
you,
out.
Roger. We out.
Peace.
Peace.